Hi, Mike Lemoine, 608 Campy Road. I concur with the others who have spoken before me. Tonight's not the night to vote on a tax treaty. However, I think you'll find I have a slightly different perspective. Most of my comments are regarding the decommissioning agreement. So Section 6A states that the company shall complete an environmental impact assessment as required by Rhode Island DEM, and the results should be made available to the town. I think this is great. We've been asking for it for a while. However, I think the company should not be left on their own to complete the assessment. The town should have authority over who is selected to complete such an assessment to ensure and validate the thoroughness of the assessment. If we could figure out a way to get them to also submit that to the EFSB, that would be fantastic. Section 6X talks about some components that may be left behind if you get mutual agreement in writing. Those include foundation materials, driveways, parking lots, roadways, etc. I'm suggesting that the town should require that these items are removed and remediated. The components have a direct result on the watershed for the area. Additionally, these components introduce a risk to the local water sources as runoff will contain contaminants. My next comments kind of are in line with what Paul was talking about earlier regarding the open space conservation. Should this project move forward, this land will never be restored to its original state. Animal and plant species will be impacted due to forest fragmentation. Additionally, invasive species will be introduced into the area due to forest fragmentation and increased light exposure to the area. This is widely accepted by the industry for these types of projects. It is becoming common practice that such projects will donate land to local land trusts for open space conservation to offset some of the impact. In fact, NTE Energy is proposing to donate 20 to 30 acres to the local land trust in Killarney, Connecticut. We should insist upon the same in Burrillville. My final comment is specific to tonight's hearing. Throughout the past few months, we have seen and felt friction and distrust between the town and the council. The passing of the motion allowing for today's hearing was the start of the turning point where trust would slowly be restored. This was followed by the council's official stance against the project and the accompanied motion and the request to have our neighbors join us as well. I find tonight's agenda troubling. The fact that you consider a motion on a tax treaty tonight seems to suggest that you are simply appeasing us. You can check the box and technically say that you followed through on your commitment to allow us to speak regarding the tax treaty, a butters agreement, and decommissioning agreement. In past meetings, you have asked us to hold our comments for tonight's meeting, giving the impression that you wanted to hear what we had to say. Making a motion tonight shows that you never intended to take our feedback into consideration. Let's not take a step backwards. You have proven your ability to be patient. Take our feedback tonight, think about it, assess it, consider how you might be able to make use of this and make an even stronger agreement. Your decision to vote on a motion tonight is bigger than a tax treaty. It is about restoring faith between the town and our council.